Alright, what's going on, guys? Had a lot of people asking for an Amazon Tree Boa update, which I'm going to do, but this video is going to be about a new setup for the young Amazon, the only one that I kept that I hatched out here last year. I guess it's not hatched out, but it was born here last year. So I'm going to show you the setup real fast. I moved it was in the Exoterra. I moved it into this because I'm going to put some scorpions in the Exoterra, and yeah. Some of the Indonesian tree boas were in here. That ended up very badly. All the Indonesians ended up dying except for the 2 adults, which completely sucks, but the 2 adults are doing great. They're both eating, shedding well, so hopefully they'll at least okay. So yeah, here's the Amazon back here. I don't know if you can tell very much, but it's still getting redder and redder. If you watch back my other videos, it started out as like a garden phase with like a little bit of red, and it keeps looking better and better. It still looks like a garden up here, but big muscles. You can see it's getting a little bit bigger, but Amazons are really slow growers. This one's almost a year old, and it's a little bit over a foot, but still it's really skinny. And it eats good, but it doesn't eat great. It does skip a meal. Probably once a month it skips a meal. For some reason it just won't eat it. But yeah, I'll go over the setup with you. For substrate, I just use newspaper. You can use aspen if you want. If you want it look a little bit more naturalistic, like aspen or just these little wood chip things that you get ripped bark. But newspaper is going to be the easiest because you can clean it out like once a week or once every other week when it goes to the bathroom, and that's that. That way, you know, the cypress you can spot clean it, but really you're going to leave some stuff behind. It's going to get a little bit dirtier and dirtier. With Amazons, it's really important to make sure to have some broad perches. So as you can see up here, I've got some really broad perches. Here's its head poking out there. This one's actually not too aggressive. It likes to musk a lot, but it rarely bites. I guess just because I just moved it over from the other cage. So I'm using a piece of cork bark. It also gives it room to hide. A lot of people don't give them room to hide. A lot of my cages, they don't, at least not at the moment, they don't really have anywhere to hide. They don't necessarily need that, especially when you keep them in a room that you only go in to do, you know, they're not in my living room where there's people walking around constantly, so they don't necessarily need anywhere to hide. But if you can give them a place to hide, especially a place where they can bask and hide at the same time, which it kind of can up there, that's great. The light's kind of dim right now because the heat in this room is still getting up to around like 86 during the middle of the day, so they don't really need much of a basking spot, just like a little bit of a bump up. In the back here, this is what I'm going to start trying out for some of my cages. I have some pothos, and pothos can grow just out of water. They don't need any kind of soil or anything from what I've seen. So what I did was I stuck some pothos down in an old beer bottle, and I'm going to try that out just so that way, even when I'm not spraying it, it's got a little bit more humidity. I don't really like to put potted plants because, well, first off, they make a mess, and then you have to make sure and water them every day. This will be easier. I only have to fill it up. I'm thinking that the beer bottle isn't going to work out great because once it grows, the root system is going to get too big to be pulled out of there. But I figured I'd give it a try. You know, pothos you could buy a $10 plant and break it up into like probably 15 of those little things. So you got a ton of plants. Figured I'd try that out. Yeah, just figured I'd show you guys. I hadn't done any kind of updates or anything much lately, especially on the Amazons. And I was moving the cage. I still got to put water in it because, like I said, I just threw them in here a second ago. Thought it was a nice little cage idea, especially for a young Amazon. So yeah, anyway, I should have more babies, if not in October, then definitely sometime early November. So I'll keep you guys updated. If you guys have any questions about this or any other questions about Amazons, let me know. Hopefully sometime by this weekend I will have time to make a full Amazon update video. Alright, take it easy.